Hi, I'm Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here at Siggraph 2019, and this is Marc Petit from Epic Games. So you guys have a lot going on here at the show, and you've been busy over the last few months. But why don't we start with the user group from the other day? I know you had a surprise guest talking about virtual production.
Yeah, we did.
So why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so you know, we see a lot about Unreal in the industry, and there are really two things. One is people use Unreal to create, to accelerate the process of making linear content, movies and television, and that includes a lot, of course, of pre-visualization. But now we're moving towards, final pixels in real time. We're moving towards in-camera visual effects. So we had a lot about this. And the other aspect is, we enable interactive content on a variety of platforms. So, Bei Yang talked about the new Smuggler's Run ride at Walt Disney Imagineering, where you can actually drive the Millennium Falcon interactively. So, we see the location-based entertainment guys moving from video playback to interactive content. We had ILMX Lab talk about VR. So, and of course games. So it's interesting to live in both worlds. Inventing the brave new worlds of interactive content and telling stories there and experiences, and of course Fortnite, which we could talk about, and then how we help the filmmakers with the technology. And basically, what's pretty proud of what we're doing there, because 25 years ago, I'm the Jurassic Park generation, the soft image, and we took the visual away from the stage, and we put a big ugly green screen instead. Now we're bringing the visuals back on the stage, those big LED screens, those VR headsets to do, to immerse themselves into the sets. And then we make the process all collaborative again. The old pipeline was a lot of different tools, a lot of data conversions, a lot of, things were happening one after the other. Because the game engine is a multi-user, multiplayer piece of technology, we're bringing back collaboration back on the stage, and we bring back the visuals back on the stage, and that makes such a better experience for the creative team.
So the filmmaker that was at your user group, so Jon Favreau.
And that's why, yeah.
So he directs a ton of visual effects, heavy visual effects films. So he talked about how he's able to use the product in his creative process.
Absolutely.
So did he give any examples of
Well,
how it helps?
he alluded to things, and that's Hollywood for you right there. You can talk about, there are rules about what you can talk about and not.
Yes.
So, but we did recreate the things the technology we used on this close project with John. He talks about it. I cannot talk about it, but people know what that is. And we recreated that stage here in Los Angeles. So basically, it's a lot of LED screens, and you're basically doing digital set extension in real time. You do your in-camera compositing, your screens light your characters, there's no green screen. And it's really about getting final pixels in real time, and that's important for the creative process and the collaboration, but it's also important to deliver on the requirements of streaming network, which is giving you a season for the price of a movie. So you have to gain a factor 5 or 10 in productivity and budget, because you have to produce 8 hours of content instead of 1 hour. So that is why there is a lot of interest, because not only we make the process more fun, but then we deliver on the economics, which is fundamentally what it's all about. So it's really our Unreal Engine 423 that we're releasing at the show has all of those capabilities. So it's out there, source coded on the internet, and we do expect that to see a lot of companies adopt that workflow. So.
Okay, and then more and more people in broadcast are using the technology as well. Can you touch
Yeah,
on
the
that?
broadcasters have been pioneers. It's been the past couple of years. We actually have 14 partners in broadcast, 14 companies like Zero Density, Vizarti, Avid. I don't want to name them all. A lot of people will be unhappy if I forget their names, so I'm not naming anybody. But they build amazing solutions, different solutions based on Unreal Engine technology. And we've seen, on the Weather Channel, we've seen the Fox NASCAR stuff, we've seen the Super Bowl graphics. It's really, helping the television guys get to a much better quality on screen. So we have a lot of work going on to make sure that Unreal Engine as a platform is the right platform for broadcasters. So, a lot of things like text and title, we're working on all of those things to make sure that, it works very well for them.
Okay, so I don't know if you could talk about what's next, but where do you see things moving?
Well, So the big thing for us last year was real-time ray tracing. So that's, visual fidelity is something that's, we have more work to do. I mean, we're not at parity with the offline pipeline in terms of hair and crowd, but muscle systems. But all of this has happened. It's not going to take 25 years to get all of that in the real-time domain. It's actually happening quite rapidly. So, we still need to make improvement in quality and then in the complexity of the content that we manage. So we have this on our roadmap, and rendezvous next Siggraph in Washington DC. I think at that time we have some major development going on. That there should be a much more credible platform for more visual effects actually. So it's very happy. Again, we're bringing friendly tools to the creative team is really what gets us excited at the end of the day. So.
Fantastic. Why don't you point people to your website so they can find out more?
Absolutely, and realengine.com, it's all there.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marc.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Sure.